All right, we are in the middle of the holidays, and can you imagine losing every single one of those family photos you just took?
No. Well, it happens, and that's why this year you may want to make a resolution and make protecting your data a priority. Joining us now with how to do that is Professor of Advanced Media in Residence at Newhouse School of Public Communications, Shelly Palmer. And Shelly, this is not complicated at all. Most folks here back up your data, and they're like, wait, I need an external hard drive and all this other stuff. But if you have Google Drive, better yet, you can just save all your documents there.
So that's a really important point. First of all, Happy New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And yes, as a New Year's resolution, everybody who says, oh, I'm going to back up my data pretty soon, but, soon, now's a great time to think about it. Tashani, you bring up a very good point. You can use Google Drive or Dropbox or Azure Cloud. The thing is, all of those cloud services, which we are very reliant on, are only one place to have your data. And if you read the fine print, it's not that they have to guarantee its safety. They don't. You have to guarantee your data's safety. So the thing you're doing for New Year's is really simple. You're going to decide what the most important documents are that you have. Not every document, the stuff you really can't live without, PDFs of your wills and or any of the important bank statements or lists of things you really, really, really don't want to lose, whatever those documents are. And those are going to be your important documents. Put them on a jump drive. The drives cost nothing in a drugstore. Just put them on a thumb drive.
Our family does that, where we have sort of like in the cloud, we have some of the important family documents that we have. It used to be like the COVID vaccine cards, like that was one of those things that we put on there. But so you're saying take some of that stuff, and it's good to have a double back. Because I have a hard copy, then I got the cloud copy, and then you think maybe good idea to have another copy here.
Well, hard copies are great if they're in fireproof safes and stuff. Again, these are for super important documents. We're so lazy now because everything is in the cloud. And your computers really don't ever need to have storage. You used to need really big hard drives. You don't anymore unless you do specialized work. You can get away with keeping everything in the cloud, and almost every program now works online. But your data that you couldn't live without, just think about it for 1 second. What is it that would cause you to spend a full day or 2 days or longer trying to go replace it? And then again, your photos, as you mentioned, are irreplaceable. They can't be replaced. And so quick backup on a jump drive. You can use an external hard drive, Tashani. It is a little bit complicated because you have to go out and buy one and plug it in. Really no more complicated than the jump drive, but it feels like it is. And I definitely would tell everybody, choose a cloud provider. Really, choose it. Like Google Drive is fine, Dropbox is fine, Windows is fine, doesn't matter, iCloud is fine, whatever you've got, and get everything up there. Lastly, there's a couple of free programs I would use. One of them is called Free File Sync. It's completely free. It works in Mac and PC. There's another one called Sync Thing. There are many of them. What they do is they make sure that the directory that you are backing up is the same as the backup. Two last things. One, test your backup, because it really isn't any good if it doesn't work. So pull a file back to make sure your backup location is working well. And if you can, password protect your stuff that needs to be password protected. Never a bad thing to do on New Year's, to make sure your passwords are tight and strong, and that the things that need to be encrypted are encrypted.
That's right. Thanks, Shelly.
Shelly, you know what I like to do? I like to actually print my photos out sometimes. And then you put them in this thing like a photo book, and then you can go back and look at them. It's
almost like a photo album.
Yeah, photo album. That's what they call it, a photo album.
That's old school.
I know. It's amazing.
Dan, you're so OG. Happy New Year.
I didn't know. Thank you, Shelly.
All right, Shelly. Happy New Year, Shelly.
Happy New Year, too. We'll see you next year.
Oh, we shall. See you next year, Shelly.